Good morning. This is 31 Juliet Sierra 20 operating Juliet Sierra 8CALL in my room in my house by TeamViewer. So to configure this program, I have to go to File, Settings, and put in the station my call sign. My call sign is 31 Juliet Sierra 20. I have to put my main head grid locator, and you could see in the internet your grid locator. My grid locator is India Mike 59 Oscar Delta. If I have any groups, I have to put the name of the groups here. If I do not participate in the all call group, I have to put this information here. The station message I could send is CQ and send my grid. Any station who listen my station could listen my call sign and my grid, and could see in waterfall and their program where I'm from. If I push a replay message, I send all copy. So I have station info, rig, antenna, location, and otherwise other things. I put in here my all information: JS8CALL 30, antenna A99, homemade por Digiman, operator Paulo, cartaz Portugal. I put my grid locator and my mail. I have no any issues about this mail. Only using this mail to connect and send the message, the JS8CALL from cluster DX to other stations. So I could put here other station status about the weather, about the idle time, the version. Okay. If I have any information about the weather, I could put here, and any HB to my station. If any question the station status, automatically my station could send the weather conditions in my city. So in behavior, I honestly put an asterisk in immediately transmit CQ, write log files, and suggest alternative word choice, and check for software updates at startup. This is my options for this page. Remove call signs from call activity after I put disabled, and remove message from band activity after I put disabled, because I have to see, I like to see the stations who I could receive or I could send any message. End of transmission. This is the character of end transmission, and missing frame character indicator. Any missing character, put this point. Okay. The networking auto replay. I put allow heartbeat transmissions outside heartbeat subchannel 500 to 1000 because other stations could send this HB under 500 or above 1000. So if any station send, I could receive this information. I put an asterisk in pause heartbeat transmission while in KSO. When call sign is selected is very important, because when I have a KSO I could not respond HB, because if I have an KSO I could listen. I could not listen well the station who transmit information for me. Auto replay, turn auto replay on at startup. Okay, it's easy, no problem. And idle timeout disable auto replay after I put disabled, because if I have 30 minutes or 60 minutes or 90 minutes or other minutes above these minutes, the software disable auto replay. So I have not disabled this. I have not disabled the auto replay, so I could disable in this position. The radio, I use Vox, my homemade Pur Digiman. If I have another box, I have to put the asterisk in the correct box. I could not to send you any other information about this, but I only use Vox. The rig I could put the rig, but I could not put the rig because the rig I use, JS8CALL 30, not here. I think so. I have the JS8CALL area 3702, but no, no more than, I think so. My rig is not 3702 or 6790, so I put here known. Okay. Pull interval is 1 second. I could put 1, 2 or 3 seconds. It's very important when it's appear 2 seconds or 3 seconds, because when I answer an HB, sometimes the radio could not put in Romeo X-ray position. So when I send with other interval, I could not listen. The station could not listen my station. So here I have not any other information to send. The audio is automatically defined by computer, but if you have any issues about this, you have to listen and to view what is your input and output sound card. In this position you have to put mono, again, and if you want notification sound card, you have to put alto-phalange here in output. Okay. So save directory, any information about these, go to this directory, and you could select other directory where you put your information. If you use your Juliet Sierra 8CALL in another frequencies is very important. Remember power settings by band in transmit and in 10, but I have not used in other frequencies. I only use 27245. I'm not allowed to listen other frequencies. In reporting, I have to put enable spotting reporting, and I have API area server, but I have not any spotting in APRC message because I could not. I'm not allowed to put any information in this network. So sometimes never spotting report from this call sign. If you have a call sign near you, you receive and you don't HB to this call sign, you could put this information here. So in this position, you have UDP server host name, UDP server port. This allows to you using software in your cell phone. It's very easy, it's nice, and you have to put the server host name and UDP server port correctly to listen in your phone. At this moment I don't use this, and don't use the N3FJP server or November 1 Mike Sierra. So I'm not using these loggers, so I don't use any information about this yet. The frequency is here, and I put the frequency 27245, but not recognized by Juliet Sierra 8CALL, and put Oscar Bravo. But it's very nice to put the frequency here, because you could select the frequency here if you have to put any information. If you don't have, you have to put manually the frequency here. Served message, you could put some message here to send. Notifications, I could not explain any from these notifications, and here you could see CQ message background. Any station who have CQ message background, go to the color green. Select the row background. I could not explain about this. I don't know what is this. Directed message background, I think so when you have to put some message in other call signs, you could put this. The color appear is red, and the primary highlight background, it's another color, and secondary highlight background is another color. I think so it's the station you have some information, or you have received or transmit. So this is the settings for JS8CALL, and I put OK, but now no, I have to put cancel, because I have a little computer who put in the 30 minutes to to modify these settings. So If I have to put my frequency, I have the frequency here, 27245, and it's very easy for me, not manually, but here. Okay. And in other information, we have the station, and we have the India Mike 59 Oscar Delta, the hour, and the date. I usually use a network time. It's a little program you could receive in your computer, is net time. Usually use this, update now, and automatically I have this hour to the software. So today the explanation is that. Later I go to another video to explain other functions about the frequency, about the program, about the software. So thank you very much for viewing. 73, all the best. 31 Juliet Sierra 20, operator Paulo from Portugal. Bye bye.